Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, I'm Sam, and by the end of this video, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button. Now let's dive into a major development in the crypto world, the settlement of the case between the SEC and Ripple. This was a turning point because make no mistake, XRP is officially not a security. We've known this, and anyone following the case closely has seen it coming. Even Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, went on Bloomberg TV to reinforce this fact. I'll play a quick clip to set the stage because it's crucial to our discussion today.
The SEC has abandoned their appeal. And so they filed suit in December of 2020. We won on the key parts of the case in the summer of 23. Judge Torres made a ruling that XRP in and of itself was not a security. That's almost a verbatim quote. The SEC filed an appeal about 8 months ago. And what they've now agreed is that they're going to drop that appeal. We still have a cross appeal pending. And so we go from being defendant really to plaintiff. So we now are in the driver's seat to determine how we want to proceed.
Are you dropping it?
We're going to see. It feels a lot better to be on the offense than the defense. You know, 4 years, we spent over $150 million defending that case. Not just for Ripple, but for the whole industry. I think it was really important that this SEC, the Gensler SEC, was really trying to bully and continue lawfare, filing lawsuits and lawsuits and lawsuits against crypto companies. That's over now, and I think that's great for the U.S. crypto industry and, frankly, great for crypto at large. Well, I mean, at this point, all we're fighting for is, do we want to fight to get the $125 million back? And look, I'll be honest, would I have walked away from that before they appealed, before President Trump put Paul Atkins and Scott Bessent and David Sachs as critical, key, very smart leaders in this industry to bring this industry back on shore? I would have walked away. Now you look at that, and you're like, this case in this SEC never would have been brought. And so where we find ourselves is great. There's a clear legal victory to say XRP is not a security. That was good for the industry. But there's pieces of it that we think could be kind of cleaned up. And the question is, do we want to fight that fight, or can we come to an agreement with the SEC?
So the case is settled and XRP stands clear. But here's where things get interesting. On the 23rd, the IMF dropped a significant announcement. Digitalization is reshaping financial services, creating new assets that function as payment methods or stores of value. This sparked fresh debates, with some resurfacing the tired argument that XRP is a security. Take this for example. Ripple CTO Slams claim that XRP is a security based on IMF crypto classification. This classification groups assets into two categories, those acting as payment tools and those functioning as stores of value. Ripple's CTO, David Schwartz, wasted no time debunking these claims, making it clear that if XRP qualifies as a utility token under the IMF's criteria, then so do Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you seriously think the IMF believes XRP is a security, you've missed years of deep connections between Ripple and the IMF. Let's break it down. The IMF's Balance of Payments Manual, BPM 7, classifies crypto assets based on whether they impose financial claims or liabilities. It clears Bitcoin because of its mining mechanism, but it suggests utility tokens, often referring to altcoins, do. Think about it. Would it surprise you if the IMF, a global financial powerhouse, tried to push Bitcoin as the safe choice while diverting attention away from altcoins? Not at all. Some have even joked that XRP is doomed to be labeled a security forever. But let's be real. Many of those voices belong to Bitcoin maximalists who ignore facts for their own agenda. Schwartz shut down this argument instantly, stating, if XRP is a utility token because it can pay future transaction fees, then so are Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's a weak argument with no real footing. The IMF knows that anything it says makes headlines, and outlets like Crypto News Flash and Cointelegraph, notorious for hit pieces on XRP and other altcoins, thrive on this controversy. So what's the bigger picture? The IMF, like most major institutions, isn't going to lay out its full plan. Instead, it will divert attention and control the narrative. Their messaging suggests Bitcoin is safe, while altcoins, despite being more efficient, are cast in doubt. Let's rewind to July 2023, when I pointed out a key IMF document on reserve currencies. One major takeaway: regulatory inconsistencies will fragment currency use. I've always said the SEC is irrelevant in the grand scheme because global regulation will be a harmonized effort. Right now, the FSB, BIS, IMF, and G20 are actively shaping this framework. Another major takeaway? Payment systems are evolving, allowing settlements in multiple currencies and reducing reliance on intermediary currencies. XRP and XLM have been named in numerous IMF documents as prime candidates for bridging currencies. These assets aren't just speculative plays, they are built for the future of finance. And it doesn't stop there. The acceleration of digitalization and fintech innovation is happening in real time. The most revealing part of these IMF documents isn't just the references to XRP, but the confirmation that disruption is inevitable. We are getting closer each day to a transformed financial system. Even prominent figures in the space have acknowledged this shift. Take Rosie Rios, former U.S. Treasurer, who famously said, "The train has left the station," referring to XRP's role in cross-border payments, while other cryptos remain speculative. The IMF's Money Revolution report highlights a new era where digital assets replace traditional fiat currencies. Their stance on regulation: the right rules will foster innovation, not suppress it. Now let's talk about Ripple's direct involvement with the IMF. It's no secret, Ripple has been working alongside the IMF for years. In fact, Ripple was selected to serve on the IMF's high-level advisory group on fintech. If XRP were destined to be labeled a security, why would Ripple be actively involved in shaping the global financial landscape? Going back even further, in 2017, the IMF managing director welcomed the establishment of this advisory group. The lineup? Ripple's executive chairman, Chris Larsen, alongside key financial giants like the DTCC, BBVA, the Bank of Canada, and Circle. These aren't just casual connections. These are strategic alliances that matter. Fast forward to 2019, and we see Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, standing shoulder to shoulder with top IMF executives at major fintech meetings. These are old images, yes, but the relationships are still very much alive. Ripple remains part of the BIS's CPMI group, working under the G20's directive to establish a harmonized regulatory framework for crypto. So let me ask again, why would XRP be labeled a security when it's already been legally cleared as a currency? The people pushing this narrative are either uninformed or intentionally misleading.